Welcome to RepeaterBook. In this video, I'll show you how to transfer repeater data from the RepeaterBook app to an Icom ID-52A using an iPhone or iPad. The same process also applies to the Icom ID-52E, ID-52A+, and ID-52E+. This feature requires an active RepeaterBook Connect subscription. RepeaterBook Connect is available as an in-app purchase. This tutorial covers iPhone and iPad devices. A link to the Android tutorial is included in the description, along with additional information about the supported radios, cables, adapters, and microSD cards. The process begins with a list created using My Favorites in the RepeaterBook app. If you are unfamiliar with My Favorites, watch the tutorial first using the link in the description. You will need a compatible iPhone or iPad, a data-capable USB cable or adapter, and a microSD card installed in the radio. The microSD card should be formatted by the radio before it is used for this process. Icom supports external access to the card when the radio is placed in SD card mode. Before importing new data, consider backing up the radio's existing settings and repeater list. Importing a new repeater list replaces the list currently stored in the radio, including repeaters that may have been added manually. The RepeaterBook app provides instructions throughout the process. The video will show you what each step looks like in the app, on the radio, and in the iOS files browser. Step 1. Open the RepeaterBook app. Tap the star to open My Favorites. Step 2. Tap the three-dot menu at the upper right side of the screen. Select Radio Programming. Step 3. Select either Program Repeater DR Memory or Program Memory Channels. Program Repeater DR Memory places the repeaters into Icom's DR Repeater List. This is generally the best choice for traveling and for D-Star operation, although the DR Repeater List can also contain analog FM repeaters. The transferred records include the repeater frequency, offset, tone, operating mode, call sign information, and geographic coordinates. Using those coordinates, the radio's near repeater function can compare the stored repeater location with the radio's current GPS position and display nearby FM and D-Star repeaters. Selecting a repeater applies its stored frequency and other repeater settings. Memory channels are conventional numbered memory channels. This may be preferable if you normally operate from fixed memory groups or use traditional memory channel scanning. For this demonstration, we will select Program Repeater DR Memory. A separate video explaining the differences between DR memory and conventional memory channels is linked in the description. Step 4. Follow the instruction shown in the RepeaterBook app. On the radio, press the menu button. Select Set, then Function, then USB Connect, and finally SD card mode. Step 5. Connect the radio to your iPhone or iPad using the appropriate data cable or adapter. The radio will display a confirmation message explaining that its transceiver functions will stop while it is connected as a storage device. Select Yes. The radio will then display Connecting with PC. Although the message says PC, this is the expected screen when the radio is connected to an iPhone or iPad. It means the radio is presenting its microSD card as an external storage device. Tap Next in the RepeaterBook app. In SD card mode, the ID-52 temporarily operates as a storage device rather than a transceiver. Step 6. Tap Choose Location and Save. The iOS file browser will open. Make sure you are viewing the Browse screen. Under Locations, find the microSD card installed in the radio. The card may appear as no name. This is normal. No name is the microSD card's volume label. It is not the name of the radio. Tap the card to open it. You should see a folder named ID-52. Open ID-52, then CSV, and then Repeater List, spelled RPT List. If you selected conventional memory channels in Step 3, use the memory channel, spelled MEMORYCH, folder instead. Tap the file name showed beside Save As to give the file a descriptive name. Keep the file to 23 characters or less so the radio can display it. Tap Save. The file will be written directly to the radio's microSD card. When the save is complete, the RepeaterBook app will return to its instruction screen. Wait until the file has completely finished saving. Then disconnect the USB cable from the radio. The radio should leave SD card mode after the cable is disconnected. If it does not return to the normal operation, turn the radio off and back on. Tap Next in the RepeaterBook app. Step 8. The CSV file is now stored on the microSD card, but it has not yet been imported to the radio's operating memory. To import a DR repeater list, press the radio's menu button. Select Set, SD card, Import Export, then Import, and finally Repeater List. Then select the file you just saved. If the radio asks whether to retain the existing repeater list skip settings, choose the option appropriate for your use. Confirm the import by selecting Yes. The radio will display a progress indication. When the import is finished, it will display Completed. Restart the radio to begin using the new repeater list. You can keep multiple export files on the microSD card and select the appropriate file when importing. Remember, however, that only the current imported repeater list is active. Importing a different repeater list replaces the current list. If you selected conventional memory channels earlier, choose Memory Channel instead of Repeater List during the import process. That completes the transfer. The repeaters selected in My Favorites are now available in the radio's DR repeater list or conventional memory channels, depending on the option you selected. Links to the My Favorites tutorial, the DR versus memory explanation, and Android instructions and additional compatibility information are included in the description. Thank you for watching.